In scriptures, the human body is often referred to as the temple of God. Yet it is quite an uncommon privilege for any soul to attain this sacred abode that houses the divine, as it is truly a blessing to be reborn as a human being. On several occasions, Supreme Master Ching Hai has spoken about the rarity of this phenomenon.
To be reincarnated in the human world is hard. You have to have enough human quality. You have to have affinity with the parents, yeah, and with the society, with the people around which you were born. And very difficult. To be a human, you need some merit. You have done something good in the past in order to be able, yeah, to be able to pick a human birth.
As a living temple of God, the human body is fully equipped with miraculous wonders that can be awakened in those who are spiritually conscious and have complete faith in the Creator of all life. Inadia, Latin for fasting, is the human ability to live without food. Since time immemorial, there have always been individuals who can sustain themselves on prana, or the vital life force. Through the grace of the providence, initiates, people who follow a food-free lifestyle, can draw the energy from nature to nourish themselves.
They live on the chi, from the ground, or from the forest, and from the sun and from the air. They make use of all that. Or they live on love, on faith alone.
These individuals are known as breatharians or pranarians or initiates, solarians or watarians, and they come from all walks of life, from different cultures and all corners of the world. Indeed, the possibilities and miracles in this life, as our benevolent Creator has designed for us, are endless. We only need to connect within to recognize our abounding largesse as God's children. Supreme Master Ching Hai has lovingly recommended a weekly series on Supreme Master Television to introduce those individuals of the past and present who have chosen to live food-free on earth. May their spiritual stories enthrall you. May hearts be opened and horizons be expanded. We now invite you to join us for the concluding episode of our 5-part series entitled Jasmuheen, the Amazing Avatar of Pranic Living, on Between Master and Disciples.
This program discusses the possibility of breatharianism, or living without eating food, and is not a full instruction. For your safety, please do not attempt to cease eating without proper expert guidance.
Jasmuheen, an international lecturer, artist, musician, author and leading researcher into pranic living, has spent almost 2 decades sharing her insights with countless people. Her lectures, workshops and books have inspired many others who have successfully followed in her footsteps. In today's program, Jasmuheen talks about the great shift in consciousness we are experiencing on Earth today.
I'm sure you'll agree with me.
Je suis sûre que vous serez d'accord avec moi.
That so many children now being born are so gifted.
Il y a tellement d'enfants à l'heure actuelle qui naissent maintenant qui sont vraiment tellement doués.
They're completely rewired differently to us.
Ils sont complètement, comment on peut dire, branchés différemment de nous.
They're coming into all families.
Ils arrivent dans toutes les familles.
They want the truth.
Ils veulent la vérité.
You cannot treat them as babies.
Vous ne pouvez pas les traiter comme des bébés.
They are wise, great beings.
Ce sont des êtres sages.
My grandson,
mon petit-fils,
he's 3 and a half.
Il a 3 ans et demi.
I'm teaching him how to drive my car.
Je suis en train de lui apprendre à conduire ma voiture.
He insists insists on it.
Il a insisté, il insiste pour que je
Okay?
l'apprenne.
He says, Nana,
Il dit, Nana,
what is this?
c'est quoi ça?
It's the gear stick.
C'est le levier de vitesse.
What does it do?
À quoi ça sert?
It changes gears.
Ça change les vitesses.
Why?
Pourquoi?
Changes speeds.
Pour changer de vitesse.
How?
Comment?
Three.
Il a 3 ans.
He's trying to drive my car when I'm
Il
driving.
essaye de conduire ma voiture quand je conduis.
I had to say to my daughter, you know, I'm teaching your son how to drive.
J'ai dû dire à ma fille, tu sais que je suis en train d'apprendre à ton fils à
She
conduire.
says he's 3.
Elle m'a dit, mais il a 3 ans.
I say, I know, that's why I'm telling
J'ai dit, je
you.
sais, c'est pour ça que je te préviens.
He wants to know everything.
Il veut tout
And
savoir.
smart.
Et malin.
You know, you can't just say, oh, you're too young for that.
Intelligent, vous pouvez pas leur dire tout simplement, non, non, t'es trop jeune.
It's like he looks at you as if, hello, I'm a wise cosmic being.
Il vous regarde avec l'air de dire, mais attends un peu, je suis un être cosmique très sage.
As our world rises in consciousness, Jasmuheen is finding that more and more people are interested in shifting to the pranic lifestyle. She advises people to transition gradually and only when their bodies, minds and souls are ready. Some people are ready to live 100% on prana, while others are not. But how can we know for sure?
If we make a statement,
Si nous faisons une déclaration, une phrase,
that's not a truth for
qui
us.
n'est pas une vérité pour nous,
That's not for our highest good.
quelque chose qui n'est pas pour notre plus grand bien,
Then that essence changes the rhythm of the breath.
alors cette essence change le rythme de notre respiration.
So,
Donc,
I want you to think of something
je veux que vous pensiez à quelque chose
very simple
très simple,
that you know is alive for you, and you're going to chant it as if it's a truth, and just watch what the breath does.
dont vous savez que pour vous c'est un mensonge et vous allez le répéter comme une incantation à l'intérieur et simplement observer ce que fait votre respiration.
We're not breathing in a particular way.
Nous ne respirons pas d'une façon particulière.
We're
pour
just
ça.
going to watch the breath.
Nous allons seulement observer.
Second part,
Deuxième partie,
think of something that you know is an absolute truth.
pensez à quelque chose dont vous savez que c'est une vérité absolue.
Chant it.
Et vous le répétez, le psalmodie.
See what your breath does.
Vous voyez ce que fait votre souffle.
So let's close our eyes.
Alors nous fermons nos yeux.
Again, think of something simple that is alive, but chant it as a truth. See what the breath does as you watch it.
Et puis maintenant vous pensez à quelque chose qui est pour vous une vérité absolue, et puis vous le répétez, vous le psalmodiez, vous regardez, observez simplement ce que fait le souffle, ce que fait votre respiration.
And then you can sense the difference, open your eyes.
Et quand vous pouvez ressentir la différence, percevoir la différence, ouvrez les yeux.
How many of you found when you chanted a lie as if it was a truth, it felt as if your breath went up to here and everything was going inside?
Donc combien d'entre vous, la sensation que vous avez eue quand vous étiez en train de répéter un mensonge, la sensation qu'ici ça se contractait, que c'était et en haut, vous avez senti ça?
How many of you found when you chanted the truth that it was as if the breath dropped right down and everything opened up inside?
Pour combien d'entre vous, quand vous étiez en train de répéter votre vérité, avez eu la sensation que tout descendait et qu'à l'intérieur tout s'ouvrait?
Yeah? There's your inner guru.
Ça, c'est votre gourou intérieur.
Okay? There's your answers.
Voilà vos réponses.
Anytime you're unsure about anything,
À chaque fois que vous n'êtes pas sûr de quelque chose,
make a statement as if it's true.
vous faites une phrase, une déclaration comme si c'était vrai,
See what the breath does.
et voyez ce que fait votre respiration.
Particularly regarding living purely on prana.
Surtout quand il s'agit de passer à vivre uniquement de prana.
To stop taking physical food
Quand il s'agit d'arrêter de prendre de la nourriture
can be
physique,
damaging to the body
ce serait à vraiment faire des dégâts dans le corps.
unless your prana flow is strong.
Donc arrêter de prendre de la nourriture physique abîmerait votre corps si le flot de prana n'est pas vraiment fort.
So using this technique,
Donc en utilisant cette technique,
let's get some interesting information.
on va aller chercher des informations intéressantes.
Okay, let's close our eyes.
Nous allons fermer les yeux
And as we share these statements,
et quand nous allons partager ces phrases,
watch what the breath does.
et observez seulement ce que fait votre souffle. Le souffle.
We make the statement,
Vous dites cette phrase à l'intérieur.
it is in my divine blueprint to live purely on prana this life.
C'est dans mon programme divin de vivre uniquement de prana au cours de cette vie.
It is in my divine blueprint
C'est dans mon programme divin
to live purely on prana this life.
de vivre uniquement de prana dans cette vie.
Just keep chanting that and watch what your breath does.
Continuez à le répéter, le psalmodier, voyez ce que fait votre souffle.
Jasmuheen then uses the same technique to see what percentage of our nourishment we can currently derive from prana. She begins by asking the body if it can be 50% sustained by prana.
Prana now provides
Le prana maintenant me fournit
more than 50%
plus de 50%,
of my physical body nourishment.
plus de 50% de nourriture pour mon corps physique.
Just keep chanting more than 50% as we think of this as a nourishment stream.
Continuez à répéter seulement plus de 50%.
What does your breath do?
Que fait votre respiration?
Perhaps your breath said no.
Peut-être que votre respiration, votre souffle a dit non.
So check again, more than 40%.
Alors vérifiez à nouveau, plus de 40%.
Perhaps your breath said yes.
Peut-être que votre respiration a dit oui.
So check again, more than 60%.
Alors vérifiez à nouveau, plus de 60%.
Just checking your prana percentage with the breath.
Vous êtes en train de vérifier votre pourcentage de prana.
And as we share these statements,
Et quand nous allons partager ces phrases,
say them over and watch what the breath does.
voulez-vous les répéter à l'intérieur encore et observer seulement ce que fait votre souffle.
For those of you here
Pour ceux d'entre vous ici,
who aren't that interested perhaps in living on prana,
que ça ne m'intéresse pas tant que ça, peut-être, de vivre de prana,
at least you found out what your percentage is so you can give a gift to Mother Earth now.
au moins vous avez trouvé maintenant quel est votre pourcentage de prana, ce qui fait que vous pouvez faire à notre Mère Terre le cadeau maintenant.
Those of you who got yes to 50%,
Ceux d'entre vous, par exemple, qui avaient eu oui à 50%,
how many of you found your prana percentage is more than 50%?
combien d'entre vous avez trouvé que votre pourcentage de prana est plus que 50%?
Okay. Your immediate gift to Gaia
Votre cadeau immédiat à Gaïa
is to safely reduce your food intake by 50%.
peut-être justement, c'est de immédiatement réduire votre consommation de nourriture de 50%,
If you want,
si vous le souhaitez.
it's safe.
C'est en toute sécurité.
Jasmuheen believes that our Earth is heading towards a very beautiful future.
Personal harmonization, global harmonization, universal harmonization. What happens when we become a planet of enlightened beings? In that we are filled with love and light. Because remember, enlightenment is a journey, not a destination, and we can always be filled with more light and love. What happens then? What dimension will we collectively enter? We talk about it a time of a fulfillment of prophecy of the Mayans and so much more, and we're in that time now. And the prophesied time is that we will enter into a period of 1,000 years of peace. if not more. We have a chance now to live in a more cooperative society that runs for the benefit of all.
Our thankfulness, Jasmuheen, for sharing your knowledge about the pranic lifestyle and vision of a loving planet. Your dedicated efforts help make our world a kinder and lighter place in which to live. May your noble work in service of Earth inhabitants be graced with success. Enlightened viewers, thank you for your presence today on Between Master and Disciples. Good People, Good Works is up next, here on Supreme Master Television, right after Noteworthy News. May all beings be filled with heaven's light and love. For more information about Jasmuheen, please visit www.jasmuheen.com.
Literature on living food free. For a complete list, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/breatharians.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD.